I love when people and bands come together, and I love this because it's like you can learn so much in one day and you can experience so many different things, and that's why I was really excited about playing Crossroads, was all the diversity of the bands and all the diversity of the people and hanging out all day. And it's an all day, it's like a marathon, and at the end of the day we're going to learn so much, and this is going to be a memory that we will never forget until the next Crossroads Music Festival.
Kansas City's music scene today is so diverse that, and there's no place that puts it all in one place. And this part of town is a natural, it's a no-brainer almost, because it's the arts and cultural center for the city. It's Over is kind of 50s and 60s influenced rock band, I would say. It's very, it's got a new edge to it. I don't know, Jamie Searle writes a lot of songs.
I'm gonna throw out all of my cares today. I'm gonna go out with all of my prayers and say, hallelujah, oh hallelujah, on and on, it's okay. You know, you write so much bad stuff, usually something's good is going to have to come out of it just because of the quantity, you know. And, you know, I think, like, it's all like whatever's in your head, I think, is going to have to come out.
To me, actual rock and roll music is the stuff that makes you want to get up and get rowdy and have fun, and it doesn't need anything other than the music itself to do that. We've got Junior Fast Eddie Thompson on the saxophone. We've got Paul Pifo Pace on the drums, and Scott Patterson on bass. Junior has been with the band about 6 months, somewhere around in there.
The style of playing that I do on a saxophone is not typical of any jazz musician or any even rock musician of today. It's very fast, hard-paced, in-your-face, sax just blowing out.
The interesting thing about the way we are, and I think every band should be this way, is that we evolve, so no two albums are alike, but they all fit, they're all close enough, they sound like us. But this new one is a little rowdier and definitely a lot more high energy. There's not too many dull moments, that's for sure. There's not a whole lot of time to catch your breath.
I prefer Zhenya, but a lot of people can't say Zhenya because it starts with ZH, and it's like kind of a hard syllable, I guess, to say. It's like Jacques, but it's Zhenya. So, but a lot of people call me Z. You can call me Z. The new band is called Zeegrass. You know, it's got two versions of that band. There's Z-Rock, that we play alternative, kind of like heavier kind of stuff. Also with the Russian gypsy kind of heavy flavor to it, you know. And Zeegrass is kind of gravitated more towards acoustic music. So it's pretty much like bluegrass, but Russian style.
Three years ago, Zhenya tricked out his guitar. He had a bass pickup installed in his guitar, and I was researching how to do that. And through a mutual friend, I ran into him, and he showed me how to modify my guitar. And we just hit it off right when we met, and I took him up to Seattle for a tour, and we've been good friends ever since. And I was honored to get to play here today with him. My style of playing bass is very energetic. The energy of the crowd is what keeps me playing. And Zhenya is a lot of the same way. He's a really good guy with the crowd. So we work well together. And Zhenya always keeps me on my toes, too. He keeps pushing the boundaries of my versatility as being a musician. That's one of the great things about playing with him. He just always takes it to the next level. I didn't know I could do so much stuff until after I started playing with him, and he said, you know, why don't you do it this way, or why don't you do it that way, or try this, and it's been a blast the whole time.
Pretty much anything that we play has a level of intensity and difficulty that really keeps me excited, keeps me going about playing with him. And I feel really, privileged to play with him, and both him and Keg, which is totally awesome guys. So we have an energy that really clicks together on stage, make people happy, entertaining. The things that I like about Kansas City, everyone is so nice, and they're so willing to help us out. We don't have a lot of money, and we're here playing, our hearts out, and they see that, and they really appreciate it. And just the people are just totally awesome. Everybody's really friendly.
I love Kansas City. I've talked to people out in LA, I've talked to people out in New York, and they're like, and people that have moved from Kansas City to LA, and they come back. And not only that, people say, I would play a Kansas City house show any day rather than play a show in LA. And not only that, it's like, well, it's just a community, everything's like, it's so communal here. You got to share gigs, you got to share equipment, you got to, you don't have to pay venues to play there. It will happen. It's like exactly of course, it will happen more than once in your life, There's all these things that are going to be good and bad that happen all the time, and they're going to happen all the time. And so instead of just dwelling on like one thing, just try to see like perspective and see that there's like total happiness and beauty still going on, no matter like what news tells you, no matter what anything is crammed down your throat about how bad the world is today, because we're here right now and this is having a good time. Your love much stronger than behavior will allow in the bed, and you'll laugh in the morning while your neighbor cries instead, and it will happen more than once in your life. And it will happen more than once in your life.